do this.
Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
This shit feel like it's gonna lag out. Whoa, this shit gonna lag. Well, we'll see what happens.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones.
What?
And that is the kind of tackle they're going to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Rodgers. The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
For that impact, I fully expected the ball to pop free. I still remember an old defensive back friend of mine. He used to say, guess what? Even if they catch the ball, make sure they have a memento to take back to the sideline.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. On play action, now Rodgers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sand. And nowhere to hide on that play.
No, there was not, because every exit door, that was surrounded. I think that was supposed to be a bootleg, but he had no chance to get outside the pocket and try and make a play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it up. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He's got his man. It's taken off for the Viking touchdown. Jonathan Gamble out for the PAT. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Rodgers going to throw. He has it complete to Christian Watson. Rodgers finding Watson for the Packer first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
You got a Sam James shit out.
Good pickup on 1st down. These two teams, you may remember, they met in Minnesota earlier in the year with the Vikings coming out victorious. So if they can win here in Minnesota, they'd get a sweep of the season series. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Jones. And some room to run now. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast, the linebackers don't have a chance to react. Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Rolling to his right.
Oh, how you dropping that? Why is he even in the game? That's a lineman. That was a lineman, bro. I don't know how he's in the game. I know. Yeah, he was. It's like 3 tight end shit. I mean, you got a sub. Yeah, I know. I know who it was.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Yeah.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
I already know.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A check down here to Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So the completion gets him just a yard. And 3rd and 8 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now Rodgers. And it's
God damn, bro.
Picked by Cameron Bynum.
I wasn't even going to go to him. He was open.
Definitely not time to see that mistake. This is still a position game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And they work this well field across the 35.
Get that beta.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Playing that shit.
Give to Cook out of the gun.
Yeah, it be out. Be out. It's quick.
Play back at the 45-yard line.
Me too.
Officially, it's a 1-yard
Me too.
loss.
I'm
That's
giving
going to bring up
$100
second
shit
and
too.
11.
Fuck that.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
Why didn't you pick it?
Ball away and it falls incomplete. This offense, Charles, we've talked about how well they played all season, sitting now at 13-0 and a finish line for a perfect regular season. That's in sight. Some in the media this week were pointing back to the 07 Patriots. Of course, remember, they finished the regular season unbeaten, but they were tested multiple times.
Damn, that's so easy, bro.
Possession games, and it was like a team that was trying to protect something instead of chasing something. And that's what happens when you have an undefeated record. So it behooves you as a team. Get a couple blowouts in there so you get a chance to relax and breathe. But that's much easier said than done.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 of the 6. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
They'll run with Cook. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brings up second and goal at the Packers' 7-yard line.
They try again with Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns.
Man.
Extra point up to good by Garibay. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Might win the Super Bowl. I don't know. If I had some bread, I would pay Nick for winning the Super Bowl. I ain't fucking.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
I've seen that shit happen mad times.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
How you missing them goals, bro?
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards, first down, Packers. Up the middle, Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 48 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Oh, nigga.
They'll get it inside the 20. And it's a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. A short kick taken at the 18. Now that should give him a spark. He's across the 40 to the 43.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Touchdown!
Let's go.
A great play there as the first half is winding down.
That's my rookie right there.
Cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Damn. I knew that dumb shit was
Just
going to
about
happen.
to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Forced out to his left. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they'll get this quick pass midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Throwing to start the drive. Whitfield, the quick throw, finds T.J. Hockenson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
Touchdown, Vikings! I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if they were, he silenced those thoughts there. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tagged on, and they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Under a hand rush, and down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. To throw, it's Rodgers. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this point with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. He goes out of bounds just shy of the 35. Giving 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
Record, you see my record?
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Completed out left to Dobbs. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So the 4th down conversion sets him up with this. 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
This one swung out here to Jones. And he's going to have the Packers 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
I hope we don't fucking I'll be glad you be telling me shit.
An inside give to Jones. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 27, Rodgers. No, he doesn't have it.
See that?
Third down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing is Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Cameron Bynum. The Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Whitfield buying time to his left. This one caught. It's the tight end Hockenson. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Left side, Cook. Has some space here. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Packers are right back in this football game. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Lewis C. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a 4th quarter big 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner. And I know one thing, though. That team that just got the big 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Extra point up and good by Garibay. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
How many items?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Rodgers throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to score, and then keep their heads up and continue to play.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Big strides, look at him go. He's got room at the 30. Touchdown, Packers. Robert Tonyan, 58 yards. And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Rodgers will throw for it. And this will be incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, in that type of throw in this type of a game, I would be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long. Back to throw. Whitfield. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he takes this one down. Goes all the way to the 30. On 1st and 10, Whitfield. That one complete downfield to Thomas. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Vikings add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And that pushes the lead up to 23. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Brian Asamoah working his way in to pick up the sack. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll leave it with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Rodgers got to have this one. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2nd down, they go right back to Cook. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
No idea what the top speed is, those high-end sports cars, what's the top gear they can get into. Those offense, they certainly were there in this one. Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Minnesota, they move ever closer to the perfect regular season as they run things to 14-0. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Chicago Bears next week. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they've plummeted now to 3-11. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town.